Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and we are reading the last chapter, last chapter of Takumi's route. Like, obviously, all of these endings are technically the last chapter, but you know what I mean. This is the last ending that we have to do, and then Takumi is completely done, and we are done with the entire game, except for Hikaru's route, but he is not coming out till March or April. Or April, May. I don't know. Let's just say roughly April timeframe. So right now it is January 21st. So we might not have him for at least 2 months. Anywhere between 2 and 3 months, say. So I don't know what to do in these 2 to 3 months. If we should just go kind of play some other games, whatever, or if you want me to do the epilogues for the other guys, because Sho, Tatsuya, and Shinji, their epilogues are out right now. Takumi's epilogue isn't out. I think it comes out this month though. Comes out this month or next month. So by the time we would get to it, it would be out. But I'm not sure how. I think the epilogues are only a few chapters. So before we read this, let's actually go back. Let's go back to the main menu, and let's go, for example, let's go into show and go to the epilogue. The epilogue is 3 chapters. Okay. So I'm guessing we have. I'm assuming his epilogue is 9. Yeah, so that'd be 9 chapters. So that'd be 9 more parts. That's probably only going to take us a couple more weeks if you think about it, because unless I arranged it so, like, right now this week, this is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday that we're posting Mystic Destinies. So I'm not sure. I think Takumi's would be out by then. So it'd be 12. We'd have 12 more episodes. I don't have my calendar up to date. My calendar's only up to date through this week. I need to update, my little notebook with my calendar for in the next couple of months or so. But that would take us, let's see, that would take us at least 3 weeks into the 4th week. So I don't have another calendar right here, but that would take us probably at least through February, say, into February. And that's provided that Takumi's route comes out, the epilogue comes out. So then we're still going to be, Hikaru is still not going to be out by that point. So it's really kind of up to you guys. Leave me feedback in this. We might not have Mystic Destinies next week at all. Just because I kind of want to get feedback from you guys what you want me to do. Do you want me to do the epilogues for the guys, start them now, so that we have Mystic Destinies at least for a couple of weeks in between now and when Hikaru comes out, roughly like April timeframe. Because also Hikaru was supposed to come out in December, and now we're pushing it back to April. So my thing is what if he doesn't come out in April? What if, it's not released then? If we don't do the epilogues in between, it'll be even longer before we do them. So I'm kind of thinking to do the epilogues. I kind of want to get your feedback, what you would prefer. Would you prefer to do the whole game fully through and then go back through and do all the epilogues? Or, just say screw it, do the epilogues in between waiting for Hikaru's route to come out. This way we at least have some Mystic Destinies in there. Like I said, I might not put Mystic Destinies up next week at all, just because we're done with Takumi's route. We're done with everything that we have except for the epilogues. I want to get your feedback if you want me to do that. And I kind of want to think about it. I'm pretty sure the route I think that we should go down is doing the epilogues, but I'll give some time just in case. If it's a resounding, oh my God, don't do it, just wait, then I'll wait. But I kind of have a feeling that because the way you guys kind of respond to this series, that everybody enjoys it so much, that I don't think that you guys, like me, would be able to wait months with nothing to then do Hikaru's route and then do the epilogues. I kind of feel like, you know, the interim period we might just do the epilogues, but like I said, so we'll figure that out. So we might not have anything. Normally, Mystic Destinies would then post again Monday. We probably won't be posting Mystic Destinies then. And as you guys already know, I'm behind on recording. Like, it is Sunday, and I am just recording these parts of Mystic Destinies for this past week. So I am behind on so much of everything. I was really hoping that, a week or two I would get caught up, but I feel like I'm getting even more behind. So maybe without recording anything for filler, for Mystic Destinies or anything for this week, we'll see how it goes, what you guys kind of vote on. And if I think about it, I will put up a little poll to say, do the epilogues, don't do anything. If I think about it, but you know me, I'm going to record this, I'm going to encode everything. By the time I upload it, I'll probably freaking forget, but I'm going to try to think about doing that. Otherwise, you know what? As always, just leave it in the comments, and, hopefully we'll get back to it week after next. Or if all of a sudden everybody's posting on this on Saturday, like it's huge resounding, then maybe, I'll start recording them for, Wednesday or whatnot. So we'll see. I may have to rearrange the schedule, so maybe it will only be Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays at Mystic Destinies post. This way we can kind of drag it out a little bit longer, just to get a little closer when Hikaru's route comes out, and kind of just rearrange things. We know that for the next few weeks, months, God knows how long, that the schedule is going to be kind of off. I know you guys kind of got into a pattern, and I feel really bad kind of jacking up that pattern and being like, it was every other day, and now it's like, it's only these days or whatever. But it's like, I just got to work some kinks out and get some stuff accomplished, and I am doing really bad at that like right now. So just bear with me here. And yeah, just let me know what you think. So with that being said, we are going to jump into Takumi's dark ending, and this will be the last of Takumi. Aww. Final chapter. I'm curled up next to the large glass window in Aurelia's living room. No one's home except for me. Even though there's a couch right there, for some reason I just want to be close to the glass. I wanted to see each raindrop smear and run down it, to hear the distant thunder as clear as possible. It's in this sort of mood that I sit on a pillow, curled up in my socks with the New Year's just around the corner. I don't think Aurelia is going to be back for a few more days at least. Her friend Pax, whom I've met once by now, dragged her off on some adventure. Pretty important one, I'm guessing, for her to have been gone 3 days already. Pax was a beautiful woman with a striking yet calm presence that you couldn't ignore. She'd look like a pirate queen through and through, but seemed like a good-natured woman. There's a part of me right now, side note, that I know Aurelia is going to be our protagonist in the or MC, whatever, in Mystic Destinies Echoes. And I kind of I'm sure we'll meet Pax, but then I'm like, ooh, she's like, I was already, when I was reading Pax, I'm like, ooh, I wonder if that'll be a spin-off, the third one will be with her. That would be awesome. I would just love for these to freaking chain, you know what I mean? You meet a character, and then even if there's a male character, that would be kind of cool too. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like it's better with women because, we get the romancy thing, but whatever. Anyway, that was just my side note. And then especially when she's Pirate Queen, ooh, I want a game with her. Okay, anyway. With her curves and beauty, she was the sort men admired from afar, all right. I sigh, closing the death magic book I've been reading. Could I ever be such a woman? I realize that I'm just distracting myself from my problems. I look out the windows at the lit cityscape, dimly shining its light. Wait, I look out the window at the lit cityscape, dimly shining its lights through the rain. That sounded weird. I don't know. The truth is, there are many things I don't know. Things I may never know. And that bothers me to no end. Everyone had told me to stop using death magic. What it had done to my soul, how much damage and corruption I have suffered, no one knew. Naoki, Professor Kazama, Shinji. I talked to everyone I could about it in the past 2 weeks, and still no one had a solid answer. Do the shadows ever go away? I had asked Shinji again, hoping that he might have a different answer this time. I still love you, Shinji. Something more solid, more comforting. He didn't even seem to mind that I was asking him that again. Instead, he just offered me a kind, yet somehow sad smile. Oh, Shinji. We kind of fucked up ourselves with Takumi, but no lie, I still love Takumi. I feel like this path is so far the best, but sometimes... Oh, sorry. Once you stop using death magic as much, it fades a little. For the most part, anyway. There are good days and bad days. Good places and bad places. You just get used to it. Just like life. Don't know what just happened, if you could hear my bird. Whatever. It wasn't the answer I wanted to hear, but I had indeed gotten used to seeing things, hearing things. Maybe it's a bad thing, but I am able to ignore them and don't get pestered for help like Shinji does. I know what I did was reckless and short-sighted. I know I did it out of some suicidal desire to find Shizuka, or else spend my soul as currency until I was broke. I just didn't expect to want to live. And yet, I exhale and lean against the cold glass. I can't help but think of Takumi. He's never far from my mind now. Unexpectedly, he's become my new world, my everything. I want to stay by his side as long as possible, but who knows how long that'll be. I guess it's the same as I was before I became immortal, only that I don't know if I can die like a regular human now. Only that I don't know if things will get worse and I'll have other side effects, or if I'll simply lose my mind one day. But again, I guess it's not so different from other people's life stories. I'll just try to enjoy the present as much as possible. Hey, some people get Alzheimer's and dementia, and we lose our minds too, so, you know. But still, I worry about Takumi more than me. The front door opens and a wet Takumi trudges in, taking off his boots at the door. I watch him, my heart squeezing in an uncomfortable, yet somehow enjoyable way. He pulls off his hood, revealing his wet hair. He begins to strip before he even notices me, and blushes. Oh, Inara, you were so quiet. I didn't know you were out here. Thought you'd be asleep. As if I can sleep at nights much anymore. You should take off those wet clothes, though. You'd like that, wouldn't you? I might. You could try and see. Nah, I'm good. I only got a little damp, and it's cold in here anyway. I'll go change in a minute. Takumi walks over to me. Wait. Just, I have to stop for a second. You should take off those wet clothes. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Maybe a little bit. Nah, I'm good. I'm sorry, Takumi. You need to pass over your man card. Because she basically just invited you to take off your damn clothes and get naked, and you were like, nah, I'm okay. I'm sorry. Spacey is looking around like, what the fuck just happened? And did you seriously just tell a man to take off his clothes? And he said no. Okay. Anyway. Woo! Takumi walks over to me and sits down across from me on the floor next to the window. What you doing? Just feeling kind of emo. It's probably the rain. Yeah, rain can have that effect when you're inside. It's a pain in the ass to work in, though. Weren't you just gonna have a drink? I was, yes. It's a long story, though, and it was over quickly, so I just wanted to relax. I just want to relax with you. Takumi stretches, then turns his back toward me before putting his head in my lap. Not gonna lie, this is something I've always dreamed of doing. Can't believe it's really real now. I wake up every morning excited to greet the day now. It's unreal. I smile and place my hand on Takumi's hair. What were you thinking about? Just stuff. I don't say any more, and Takumi doesn't push me as I stroke his damp, soft hair. I look out the window and instead of at him as I begin to speak again. Hey, Taku? That day I was shot? Where did you go? What did you do? What happened that you ended up with Azucena? Takumi sighs. It's a long story. I'll tell you all of it someday, but I was pissed. No, pissed doesn't even begin to describe it. I was furious at myself and Azucena at what she did. I knew I had to get revenge. I knew I had to end it. So I prepared and went to find Azucena. I didn't care about covering my tracks or even if I died right then. When I met Azucena, though, she easily beat me. But as I laid there, beaten and bleeding, she offered me a chance to really fight her, to become more than I am. So I agreed. She told June she'd let him go if he transformed me. I don't know why she did it, probably for her own sick amusement. I begged him myself to make me into a vampire, and you know the rest. I still don't know how I feel about what you did, but believe me, I am grateful for what you've done for me. Heavy silence falls between us, and I feel, not for the first time, guilt about changing Takumi back into a human. Takumi, who relied on drugs and anything he could get to be able to compete beyond his limits. And have you stopped smoking? Using magical drugs? I feel Takumi stiffen in my lap, but I don't look down at him. I'm trying to cut back, yes. Cut back, huh? It's not easy to just stop. Some of them have physically addictive properties, while some have mental ones. And besides, I still need to keep my edge if this is going to be a full-time gig. Don't they have side effects on humans, though? I still don't look at him. They might. But the damage is already done, right? I finally look down at Takumi and glare. How can you say that so carelessly? And besides that, that's no excuse to do even more harm. You need to find another way or I can't. Takumi reaches up and places a hand on my cheek. I'll find another way, somehow. If you'll help me. I don't want to lose you. Nothing is worth that. I smile gently down at him and touch his hand with my own. Thank you, Takumi. What about you? Have you stopped using death magic? I'm trying to learn how to use my magic properly. I'm going to start taking some classes at Hagawara after the semester begins again. Ah, that's good. And what about Shizuka? Have you given up looking for her? I hesitate. I was looking for her because I was angry. Because I wanted to get her to take her powers back. But now I can't. Now I can use them to protect you. And who knows what would happen to me now if she did take her immortality back. But I still do want answers. I want to know what kind of person she was. What her past was. If she ever loved me or Dad at all. For Dad's sake, I want to bring her back. I feel like I can't move on until I see her again. Then I'll keep my promise to you. I'll help you find her, Inara. I smile down at Takumi and lean down to kiss him in my lap. It's a soft, gentle but deep kiss. As I'm pulling back, Takumi whispers, Happy New Year. And when I look down at him in confusion, points to his watch. I smile again. Happy New Year. After that, we stay like that for a while, just listening to the rain outside and being comforted by each other's presences. It's so peaceful that I find myself almost falling asleep against the window until I hear Takumi's voice. I open my eyes to see Takumi's face in front of mine, grinning at me. You want to go to bed? Or we could celebrate the new year instead. First sex of the new year? Woo! Can't believe he said it. Can't believe I had to read that. Oh, I need a fainting couch. Just kidding. Takumi laughs and puts his arm around my back and under my legs. He easily scoops me off the floor. I thought she was sitting in a chair by the window. No worries. We can decide when we get there. All right. It's in moments like these that I realize I no longer fear the night, as it has become a comfort, an old friend to me. And it's in this way that we quietly spend our first New Year's together, the rain washing the old year away. Though the shadows of the past are close behind, I can see that a clear future full of possibilities are ahead of us. That one wasn't bad. I still like the Mystic one best, to be honest with you. I just feel like that one's so much, I don't know. I don't know why, I just like that one a little bit better. Maybe it's because of like all the stuff she says at the end. I don't know. Maybe that resonates a little bit more. But anyway, so that is it. We are done with everything that Mystic Destinies has to offer for the moment, except for the epilogues. So again, just let me know. Do you want me to start the epilogues? I will probably start them not next week, but the week after, if that is the case. Maybe next week, depending on if I have time to record in the middle of the week and throw one up toward the end or something like that. But just let me know. I will try to figure out if we're doing the epilogues next week, like figure out if we're going to just do them, like I said, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturday, so that there's the full epilogue of each guy for a week as opposed to like overlapping. And then there's 4 parts one week, 3 parts the next week. We'll just keep doing the 3. And this way we'll have like at least 4 weeks worth, and that'll get us a little closer to Hikaru. Or, you know, we could always do, okay, we do a week where we do Shinji's epilogue, and then we do something else, another game, and then we do, well, it would be shows first, then Tetsuya's epilogue, then something else, and then Shinji's, so it'll spread it out a little bit longer to get closer to Hikaru. I mean, that's always an option. But if you want me to start the epilogues, I will figure out a way to get them up. I'm kind of thinking the every other week thing is good. This way, we still have a little bit of Mystic Destinies in there. We don't pack it all in and then have like a month or more without anything. And I'll kind of look at the calendar and just find out roughly when Hikaru's Path is coming out. I'm pretty sure it's April-ish. Like I said, March, April, May, something like that. We'll estimate April. This way we can hopefully have things, even if it goes a little over when his path comes out, it'll be okay. You know what I mean? So we'll figure that out. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Sort of, maybe, kind of, I don't know, in a little bit, a week, 2, 3, 6 months, I don't know. But anyway, we will be back with more Mystic Destinies at some point. Again, leave me down below what you think. If you want to keep seeing this before we get to Hikaru's Path, I'm guessing that's what you guys are going to say, just because I know you love this as much as I do, and I hate to see this go for a couple of months on a hiatus. So anyway, I will see you guys around. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.